privacy and data security, equity and access, digital literacy, and so on, are not to be followed in accordance with the guidelines of educational ethics. The social justice and educational equity ensures fair and educational opportunities and resources regardless of race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or other personal characteristics. Assessment and grading ethics, according to educational ethics, should involve fair and consistent parts of evaluating students' progress. Attributes related to the field of educational ethics include fairness, transparency, construct validity, and timely feedback. Another crucial subcategory is parental involvement and communication. Communication between educators and parents help in support students' academic and personal progress and development. Certain attributes of parental involvement and communication within ethics include open communication, respecting parental rights, inclusivity, collaboration, and accessibility. And by the end of this presentation, we'll be discussing the ethical decision making in education leadership. Ethical decision making, when it comes to leadership role, involves making choices that are compatible with moral principles and maintain well being, values, alignment, and transparency, and legal compliance and long term impact are all crucial attributes to such making processes. And the professional development in educational ethics, continuous learning and training for teachers helps and uh, improving their knowledge on ethical principles and practices. Other merits of professional development in educational ethics include awareness, skill developments, updates on standards, and case studies and discussions. And that would be all for me today. And thank you, Doctor.
Well, I have a question here.
Yes,
If
of
you
course, Doctor.
say one sentence, why ethics in education is important? What do you say? One sentence.
Why ethics in education would be important?
What do you say? Yes.
Yeah, it's important to recognize the vitality of educational ethics because in creating a positive and healthy learning environment, like involving ethics in educational institutions, okay, create positive and healthy learning environment for students and children to get mentored from.
Don't read things. Look.
I'm actually
Don't
not
read
reading.
things. I would answer that question saying that the education is devoted to young generation. So the teaching methods and
Doctor, I can't hear you. Hello. Hello, doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you were saying, because I wanted to know
Yes,
the
I do.
the the right answer from you. Yeah. Hello.
Who is speaking? I can hear you.
Okay, doctor, if you can hear me, can you tell me what's the right answer to the question you just asked me about?
Yes,
You
yes,
were
please
going to
go
tell me.
on. Go on, but you first tell me your name.
My name is Yusuf Khairuddin.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yusuf, you already presented, haven't you?
Yeah, I already
Your
presented.
job is completed. You I
Okay, thank you so much.
now I expect Abdurrahman Efe Kork or Ahmet Faiz Haydar, either of them. But they don't open. All right, open your microphone then, Ahmet.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me, doctor?
Of course, of course. Have you uploaded your file?
No, where should I upload it? You didn't give me the access.
Well, listen, all of you, please listen. In the right-hand corner, left, sorry, right-hand bottom corner, there is a violet arrow. You can see that.
Okay.
There is a file share. File share. Put file share on, then you are going to see that upload your file.
Yeah, I think I uploaded it right now.
All right. And also, Abdurrahman, you also did that.
Okay, now how? Okay, share now. Yeah, Hojam, can you see the PDF?
Not yet. It says uploaded. Yes,
Okay.
energy and environmental.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I am Ahmed Haider, and today I'm going to speak about energy and environmental tech, or innovations for sustainable future. For the introduction, energy and environmental technologies are critical for our planet's future. Okay, and engineering play a key role in developing considerations. Engineering play a key role in developing sustainable solutions to balance energy needs while minimizing environmental impact. The urgency of transition to clean energy emphasizes the ethical improvement for reasonable, resilient, and sustainable future. For I'm sorry, I'm rushed. This interaction of technology, energy, and ethical guides us towards a harmonious coexistence with our planet. For global energy challenges, first one is a growing demand. Second one is fossil fuel impact. Third one is energy inequalities. Third one is environmental consequences. Now, for growing demand, rapid population growth, and industrialization drive an increasing global need for energy and stringing resources. Okay, for fossil fuel impacts, we have reliance on non-renewable fossil fuel contributes to environmental degradation and climate change and resource conflicts. For the energy inequalities, many communities lack reliable and affordable energy. And for the environmental consequences, energy production escapely from fossil fuel lead to pollution, habitat description and climate changes. Now, for the environmental challenge and ethics, environmental issues. Okay, environmental issues. First one is e-waste accumulation. Second one is resource depletion. Third one is carbon footprint, and fourth one is pollution and contamination. For the ethical consideration part, we have first one responsibility in design. Second one is eco-friendly innovations. Third one is waste management. Fourth one is transparency and accountability. Okay. Ethics in sustainable technologies. Ethical implications. Resource allocation. First one is resource allocation. Ethical decisions in allocating resources ensure fairness and prevent exploitation. Second one, inequality and access. Equity and access. Ethically ethical practicing guarantee equal access to sustainable technologies, avoiding social and economic disruption. Third one is technological displacement. For this part, ethical considerations involved addressing and mitigating job displacement caused by technology adaptation. Okay, ethical tech development. For ethical tech development, we have first of all, ethical considerations. Second one is unit. 1 minute. Okay, that one. For ethical tech development, we have first one, privacy and security. Second one is bias and fairness. Third one is transparency. Okay. Okay, for the engineer's responsibility. We have first one, ethical design. Second one is continuous monitoring. Third one is stakeholder engagement. For the social impacts contain equity in access to clean energy, and job creation and displacement. Issues. Okay. Now for second social impacts, we have issues of equity, access, and distribution, and that contain first one, with a 1 minute. Seismic disparities. Second one is global versus local impact. Third one is community engagement. Okay, for the final social impacts, we have ethical improvements, and that's contain first one, social responsibility, equitable distribution, and environmental justice. Now for the corporate responsibility, first of all, we have rule of corporations. and that contain first one innovation and investment, second one contains market influence, and third one is policy advocacy.
What's the relationship with the energy, that corporate responsibility?
That the companies, they are investing by their labs and R&Ds, so they can help to save the environment or reduce the footprint of carbon footprint. So they can
Not
innovate
not
and
only not
investment.
only Ahmet, not only the R&D, but also they invest on renewable energy power
Yeah, that's what
plants.
I'm speaking about.
Right,
They
go on.
can, yeah, I mean that they can spend on projects to help the environmental. Now for the
Okay, go
ethical
on.
responsibilities of the cooperations, we have reducing carbon footprint. Second one is transparency and reporting. Third one is supply chain ethics. Okay. For the case studies, for example, we're going to speak about Pantogania, okay, and its commitment to environmental responsibility using recycled materials and supporting fair labor practices. Second example, we have Tesla and its sustainable solution for transportation and energy consumption. Third one, we have Unilever and its sustainable resourcing, reducing environmental impact and promoting social responsibility. Now for the summary, we have, first of all, global challenges. Ethical tech solutions are vital for rising energy demands, fossil fuel impacts, and environmental challenges. Second one is environmental tech issues. Ethical tech development is crucial to address e-waste, resource depletion, and pollution, promoting sustainable practices. For the engineer's role, we have engineers are ethical, responsible for design sustainable technologies, considering life cycle impacts. For the ethical tech development, engineers must navigate privacy bias and untitled consequences, ensuring responsible innovation. For the last part, we have social implications, equity, access, and benefits distribution in energy tech requires ethical considerations, emphasizing environmental justice. This is my part. Thank you so much. Hojam, I finished. Can you hear me? Hojam,
Duyuyorum.
yeah, I'm finished.
Gördüm. Peki. Teşekkür ederim. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How can I stop sharing the file?
Now, well, just a moment. Abdurrahman, when Abdurrahman gets in, yours is going to be out of program or
Uh-huh.
out of scene.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Hojam.
Oldu galiba.
Okay, all the best.
Başlayayım mı hocam?
Bir dakika ismini yazayım şuraya. Oo, senin konu ağır ha. tam
Evet.
tam
biraz
gününü
ağır.
buldu. Neyse fazla ileri gitme hadi dikkat et.
Yok hocam zaten kendimi zor tuttum.
Justice Ethics.
Yeah.
Tam bugün.
Hello, my name is Efe
Peki.
and we are gonna talk about justice ethics. First of all, what is justice? Justice is ethical, philosophical idea that people are to be treated impartially, fairly, properly, and reasonably by the law and by arbiters of the law. That laws are to ensure that no harm befalls another, and that where harm is alleged, a remedial action is taken. Both the accuser and accused receive a morally right consequence mediated by their actions. And ethics are the moral principles that govern a person's behavior. And there is some relationships about ethics and law. The law is not the best guide about what's ethical. A behavior may be legal but unethical, and a behavior may be illegal but unethical. Introduction to ethics in justice. Justice is not only about the application of laws. It is also deeply rooted in ethical considerations that shape the fairness and morality of our legal systems. Ethics in justice involves the examination of moral principles that guide the conduct of individuals within legal systems. It is the compass that ensures the pursuit of justice is not just a procedural matter but a morally sound endeavor. Without a strong ethical framework, the risk of injustice and inequality becomes ever present. Fundamental ethic principles such as fairness, impartiality, and equality define the expectations society has for just legal systems. And there is some important principles of justice. Fairness. Fairness is required impartial and equal treatment of all individuals regardless of their background, status, or characteristics. Equality asserts that all individuals have the same intrinsic value and deserve equal consideration under the law. Impartiality. Legal professionals must approach each case objectively, free from personal prejudice and external influences, ensuring that justice is served without discrimination. Access to justice. The principle of access to justice emphasizes that legal recourse should be available to all members of society, regardless of their financial means and/or social standing. Transparency. Transparent justice reinforces accountability and helps maintaining the integrity of the systems. And rule of law. The rule of law asserts that everyone, including those in power, is subject to the law. And there is some important ethical dilemmas in justice. The field of justice is fraught with complex situations that often present ethical challenges. Navigating these dilemmas requires a careful examination of competing values and principles. Balancing justice and mercy. One recurring ethical dilemma involves finding the delicate balance between dispensing justice and showing mercy. Zealous advocacy versus truthfulness. Defense attorneys may face ethical dilemmas when balancing the obligation to provide zealous advocacy for their clients and duty to be truthful in court. Legal and moral guilt. Deciding guilt or innocence in a court of law doesn't always align with moral guilt. Legal systems may face ethical dilemmas when individuals are acquitted based on legal technicalities, raising questions about the moral responsibilities of the accused.
Abdurrahman,
Evet hocam.
Abdurrahman legal diye oku. Yani o
Legal.
ufak
Evet.
tefek başka yanlışların da var ama legal diye okuma. Legal.
Tamamdır hocam, özür dilerim.
Türkçe
Ee,
biz legal
alloca-
diyoruz çünkü sen oradan gidiyor.
evet. Bazen kayıyor hocam. Kusura bakmayın. Allocating resources. Legal systems must allocate resources judiciously. Ethical dilemmas emerge when decisions about resource allocations impact the ability to provide adequate legal representation or access to justice programs for all individuals involved in the legal process. Use of technology. Advancements in technology bring ethical dilemmas such as the use of surveillance, artificial intelligence, and predictive algorithms in legal proceedings. Striking a balance between technological efficiency and protecting individual rights raises ethical considerations within the justice systems. Capital punishment. The ethical dilemma surrounding capital punishments involves weighting the principles of justice, retribution, and deterrence against concerns about the possibility of wrongful convictions. The irreversibility of the punishment and the sanctity of human life. And as a conclusion, in conclusion, the ethics of justice form the moral backbone of any fair and equitable legal systems. Ultimately, public trust and confidence in the justice systems are contingent on our collective commitment to upholding ethical standards. By embracing these principles and learning from both success or failures, we can strive to build a legal framework that stands as a beacon of justice for all, ensuring a society that values fairness, equality, and the inherent dignity of every individual. Bu kadar hocam.
Well, if you all of you, if you look at explaining things, if any other hand, further hand comes and increase the left side or right side, it is unfair. So uh, ethics is the most important thing in judiciary systems. Therefore, thank you. That's very important. However, you are reading actually. You are not explaining things. However, it's good. Okay, thank you.
Ben teşekkür ederim hocam.
Next is Adel Bayraktar or Mahmut Ramadan. You'd better upload your files.
Mahmoud, are you ready?
Well,
Yes, hocam, I'm ready.
I'm just a moment. Wait, please. What I'm looking at the list, I have a list here. You send that you would like to present it. All right. So I'm going to look at the list, and then if someone sent me earlier, then I gave him or her chance. That's what I do. Okay. Who is Mahmut? Have you
Yeah,
uploaded?
yeah. Just
Okay.
1 second, hocam.
Adel, also you prepare yourself. Now we are going to listen Mahmut Ramadan.
So, hello everyone, my name is Mahmoud Ramadan. Today I'm talking about the business ethics. At first, let's say the definition of the business ethics. Business ethics refers to the moral principle and values that guide the behavior and decision-making process with an organization. The importance of ethical business practices. By embracing the ethical practices, organization build trust with the customer, employees, and stakeholders. So it's important for the customer that he feel trust with you while work with your company, and also for the coworker that work with you, they're gonna feel that they are in a good environment to work, and also for the stakeholders. The common ethical challenges in business. Conflict of interest, when personal interest interferes with professional obligation, ethical dilemmas areas. Second one is corporate social responsibility. The balance between the profit making and the meeting social and environment obligation. The third one is whistleblowing, deciding whether to expose illegal or unethical practice with an organization. As we said before, that the benefit of this business ethics, it's make the enhance reputation. So the ethical company are trusted and respected by the customers, employees, and the public, and they're gonna work with them because they feel comfortable with working with ethical environment. Second one is increasing employees' moral. The employees feel proud to work for an ethical organization that uphold their values and they respect them, and it's give them their rights while they work with you. The third one is reduce the illegal risk. The compliance with the ethical standards helps meeting the potential illegal consumer. And here we have some examples of the companies that have a strong reputation about the ethical culture. First one is Patagonia, the outdoor apparel company. It is dedicated to the sustainability, fair trade, and worker well-being. The second company is Ben& Jerry's. It's a social responsible ice cream brand known for adopting social justice and environment cases. And the third one, our big company is Google. It's recognized as a corporate value and communicated to diverse individual and invitation. And this is our guideline for the ethical decision making. First one, you need to define what's the ethical problem that you have. Second thing, that you need to gather the information about it and make your evaluated options. And fourth thing is make your decision. Depends on these three guidelines. And here, as a conclusion about this, the business ethics is not just like more concept but it's a fundamental pillar that drives companies through positive growing and make a stability success for that company. It's make trust with the customer, and it's make all the big relationship with your co-workers, and at the same time, it's give the stakeholders feeling comfortable working with you and invest money with you. And this was my part today. Thank you very much.
Well, the companies are of course should provide good things and provide the service. However, their relationship with workers, you haven't mentioned about it. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Mahmoud. Adel, are you ready?
Yes, William, I'm ready, but I'm uploading my file. It's telling me that it exceeded the
Okay,
size of the
okay, very good,
allowed
very good.
file size. 1 minute.
Münter,
It's telling me that
S.R. Eldaroğlu. I'm also putting you in a list. I'm making you presenter right now. So you are going to be the next. And let me look at my list again.
can you hear me?
Evet.
It's telling me that we need to delete some of the uploaded files before I can upload mine.
Yes, I do, but there is no who is speaking, by the way. That you are going to Muntir, you start uploading as well. Okay. I know there is a weak connection. I don't know why. Munter is in the list, Eldador, and now Baran is going to be in the list as well. Adel, why is it takes so long to upload it?
Merhaba hocam, it's uploaded, but it's not viewing as the main window.
Winter, are you ready? If Munter is ready, I can listen him or her. You are a man, aren't you, boy? Munter. If you are ready, Munter, okay, I can listen you. You take the lead.
Can you guys hear me?
Who is speaking, Adil
Yes.
or Munter?
Adil.
Yes, Adil.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Hello everybody. My presentation today is gonna be about military ethics. Balancing duty and humanity.
What's the topic, Adil? I couldn't catch.
It's gonna be about military ethics, balancing between duty and humanity.
Military.
Yes. Introduction. Military ethics involve performing the right actions in the army to ensure safety and build trust between the civilians and the soldiers as well. This means the protection of people who are not involved in war, protection of women, babies, elderly, and the medical department of helping the soldiers. Military ethics guides soldiers on taking the right and wrong decisions in the hard times. This involves, as I said, this involves the fair treatment, legal adherence, wise decisions, and responsible use of technology such as weaponry, ensuring the army operates justly. Ethics are crucial in the military for several key reasons. The two main reasons for ethics to be crucial are right decisions and protection of civilians. Ethics help soldiers make good choices, especially in tough situations where they have to balance between accomplishing their mission with protecting lives and property. Also, ethics emphasize the importance of the protection of civilians, as we've discussed earlier. Uh, Two protocols have been invented or generated after the World War One and World War Two, where a lot of innocent people and civilians have lost their lives. So what those two protocols are, we have the Geneva Conventions and the Nuremberg trials. The Geneva Conventions uh, mainly focuses on protection of civilians, medical personnel, and to ensure the humane treatment of prisoners of war, which are the soldiers of a specific country. And Nuremberg trials is basically the same thing, but this came after the Nazi officials of uh, were accused of war crimes. Evolution over time. Military ethics have actually changed. The main cause of the changing of the military ethics is due to the advancing of the weaponry, such like drones or rockets. Those weapons were not available back then, so the ethics have been improved to work well with the available weaponry these days. Core ethical principles in the military. The concept of duty and its importance in the military. Duty ensures that the soldiers are dedicated to completing their mission, which is crucial for the success and safety of military operations. What this means is that for a soldier to follow the ethics, this does not mean that he does not have a duty to follow. Their main purpose and their main goal is to accomplish their duty while following the ethics that they have learned. Honor. In the military, honor means being honest, fair, and respectful. Honor is actually what builds the personality of a soldier in and out of battle as well. It means doing the right thing even when it's hard. Soldiers with honors follow the rules, treat others well, and are proud of their service. This helps the military be trusted and respected. An example of honor would be if a soldier was ordered to take the life of an innocent child, he would be an honorful soldier for refusing the order that he has been given. Again, the Geneva Conventions, these are a set of 4 treaties with additional protocols that set standards in the international law for humanitarian treatment in war. They focus on the protection of the wounded soldiers, the women, the children, and the elderly. Here we have 2 real-life scenarios showing the ethical dilemmas for soldiers. Our first example is civilians in danger. We can imagine a criminal that ran away from the soldiers and is now among, let's say, a big amount of innocent civilians. The soldier actually has 2 options right now. The first one is to kill all the civilians in front of him and include the criminal, or let go of the criminal and find another way to catch him without hurting innocent people. Second example is following orders versus doing what's right. Here, a soldier is given an order to do something wrong. He can reject the order that he has been given to be an honorable soldier. So,
Just a moment. But it is
okay.
sometimes very difficult to reject. You
It
see,
is. This is
rejecting the order is also the reason to be killed by your officer.
but
Okay.
if the order is against the ethics that they have been taught, it means the officer is corrupt. If the officer is telling him to kill an innocent child, there must be an issue where
It
he
is. Okay, go on.
Now we're going to be talking about the steps of taking a tough decision. The soldier, first of all, needs to identify what the problem is. And then he needs to remember the military rules that he has been taught. Consider his options. After that, take the decision. Even if a soldier takes the wrong decision, it is still useful for him because he will face such situations later on and he can learn from the decision that he has taken. As we have all seen and heard about the war going on in Palestine, a lot of military ethics are being broken, they're not being followed, and the result of this is everything we've been hearing in many countries actually, Palestine, Syria, Sudan. Military ethics are being broken worldwide, actually, unfortunately. one last thing that I would like to mention is that our Prophet has ordered us that in war we should not kill ladies, children, animals, not mess with dead bodies, and finally not even cut a tree. So it's really sad to see what's going on these days. Does anybody have questions?
Adil, I have a question. How could you present that presentation? You see, there are some handwritings, there are some pictures, some. How did you do that? Do you have an experience on this?
Yeah, actually, I do presentations. I used to do presentations for a specific place, and I used some applications to do this.
Well, it's not ordinary PowerPoint presentation, was it?
It's a PDF.
In which environment did you present that?
I did that on Canva.
Well, I know it's PDF. You convert it to PDF.
Yes,
Sorry.
I did it originally on Canva.
Sorry.
Canva.
Okay, I couldn't understand. All right.
It's called.
Okay.
The website.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Adel.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now we have Munter. Munter, are you ready? Have you uploaded your file? And also Baran.
Just a minute, hocam.
Who is speaking?
Me, Munter. Can you hear me, John?
Wait a bit. Yes, I do. Just a moment. Your topic is business. Okay.
Yes.
Go on.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today I will talk about the business ethics. Welcome to our presentation on business ethics. In this presentation, we'll explore the definition, principles, challenge, benefits, and guidelines for implementing business ethics. First of all, what is the definition of business ethics? Business ethics refers to the moral principles and the standards that guide the behavior, decisions within a business environment. It involves considering impact of actions and various stakeholders and upholding honesty, integrity, and fairness. 1. Moral guidelines. 2. Legal compliance. 3. Social responsibility. 1. Moral guidelines. Business ethics provides a framework of moral guidelines that help individual and organization navigate ethical dilemmas and make responsible decisions. 2. Legal compliance. It also involves adhering to legal requirements and regulation to ensure the business operates ethically and within boundaries of the law. 3. Social responsibility. Business ethics encourage companies to consider the impact of their actions on society and stakeholders beyond maximization profits. Here slide is the core principles. The core principle has three types: integrity, respect, and accountability.
What
The
is
integrity
accountability? What is accountability, Muntir?
accountability is accepting responsibility for one's actions and decisions, and being transparent in business practices. Can I complete, Ujam?
Yeah, go on.
This slide will talk about violators of business ethics. There is four types for violators: fraudulent practice, 2. Unfair labor practices, 3. Environmental responsibility, 4. Discrimination. The first type, fraudulent practice, unethical individual engaging in fraudulent practice such as embezzlement, bribery, or falsifying financial documents. The second type, unfair labor practice, companies that exploit workers by violating labor laws, engaging in child labor, or unsafe working conditions. The third type, environment responsibility, business that disregard environment regulation, causing pollution, deforestation, and contributed to climate change. The fourth one, discrimination, instance of discrimination based on race, gender, regulation, or other factors that violate principles of equality and fairness. This is the achieving business ethics. 1. Educate and train. 2. Establish ethical culture. 3. Lead by example. They educate and train, educate employee and provide training on ethical behavior, decision making, and potential consequences of unethical action. 2. They establish ethical culture, create an ethical culture by promoting open communication, supporting well-sport, and avoiding ethical behavior. 3. The lead by example. Leaders need to model ethical behavior, integrity, and ensure that ethical considerations are embedded in the organization practice. This is the key challenge in implementing business ethics: ethical decision-making in complex situations, cultural difference and ethical relativism. 3. Managing conflicts of interest.
Tell me three again. I couldn't read the material, so I just listened. It's very small. So what's the three?
Okay, John. 3 is the lead by example. Leaders need to model ethical behavior, integrity to ensure the ethical consideration are embedded in the organization practice. It's
Okay.
clear now?
It is all right. Go on.
This is the key challenge in implementing business ethics. There is 5 points. The first one is ethical decision making in complex situation. The second point, culture difference and ethical relativism. The third point, managing conflict of interest. The fourth one, enforcing ethical codes of conduct. The fifth one, balancing ethical cynicism with financial performance. This is the benefits of business ethics: enhanced reputation, employee satisfaction, long-term
Satisfaction.
sustainability. Satisfaction, sorry about that. What's the enhanced reputation? Ethical organization build trust, credibility, and develop a positive reputation among citizens. Sorry about that. Investor and stakeholder. The second one, employee satisfaction. Employees are more satisfied and engaged with working for organizations that expect ethical behavior and prioritize social responsibility. The third one, long-term sustainability. Organizations that operate ethically are more likely to achieve long-term success and sustainability as they earn the trust and loyalty of the customers. This is the guidelines of managing ethical challenges. 1. Establish clear ethical standards and policies. 2. Promote open communication and whistleblowing. 3. Constantly train and educate employees. 4. Conduct regular ethical audits and assessments. 5. Encourage ethical leadership and role modeling. 6. Transparent and consistency enforcement of ethical guidelines. 7. Engage in stakeholder dialogue and celebration. And this is the conclusion. Recap key points, core principle, challenge and strides. Encourage reflection and action. Encourage business environment. And this is the references. Thank you for listening to me. Is there any question?
It's all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome hocam.
Baran, are you ready?
Hazırım hocam bir yüklemesini yapayım. Paylaş dedim. Şu an geldi herhalde hocam. Slide.
Geldi.
Tamam.
Oo, political ethics.
Hocam işin içine Türkiye'yi dahil etmemek için zor mücadele verdim ama.
Peki, rezalet. Kayıttayız yalnız unutma.
Okay. Hello, my topic is political ethics. So I start by what is political ethics. I will explain. Political ethics, also known as political morality or public ethics, constitutes a field of study that involves making moral judgments about political actions and decisions. This ethics discipline examines the complex relationship between morality and the pursuit of political objectives. So, branches of it, like political ethics has two branches of study with different problems they take on. One branch is ethics of process, focused on public officials and the methods they use. Other branch is ethics of policy, concentrated on judgments about policies and laws. So first one, ethics of process, dives into the moral principles guiding political office, examining whether politicians are allowed to take actions that would be considered wrong in other contexts. This branch explores the ethical challenges faced by public officials due to the representational and organizational nature of their roles, leading to what is known as the problem of dirty hands. This problem involves officials potentially using morally questionable means for the greater good, raising questions about accountability in democratic politics. Continuing the process, ethics of process. For example, to what extent are politicians permitted to take actions that would otherwise be wrong? Ethics required political leaders to
avoid harming the innocent, but it may also obligate them to sacrifice innocent lives for the good of the nation. A president may be morally obliged to order military action even while foreseeing that civilians will be killed. And second branch, ethics of policy making. The ethics of policy addresses complex values and obligations when determining policies and laws, especially when citizens disagree. This branch examines issues such as global distributive justice, immigration, environmental policy, and animal rights. The study emphasizes the need to consider the circumstances of democratic politics, including the diverse moral and political views in society, leading to inquiries into compromise, civil disobedience, official discretion, conscious objection, and minority rights. So some critics argue that ethics has no place in politics, especially in a competitive, power-driven environment. Others contend that political ethics focuses too much on specific policies and policymakers, neglecting larger societal injustices. Proponents argue that ethical principles can guide political decisions and that examining individuals' actions helps identify structural constraints, paving the way for reform. Political ethics resists reducing politics to mere structures, emphasizing the importance of human agency in addressing societal issues. So this is all about political ethics. Hocam bu kadardı.
What's the reference here? I couldn't read that one.
The references I read from a political ethics study about Harvard, from Harvard. It was just about it.
Well, I would like to say something to all my class that ethics is very important topic, and it is applied in everywhere: business, military, science, technology, justice. But justice and political ethics are very important to form the society. In order, and we all try to avoid, if we are going to say something, we must be sure that it's correct. If you are saying something that you are suspicious about it, you have to define that it's a suspicious information. Or if you are sure that it is, if you are deliberately saying something in wrong, that is called lying. Lying is a terrible mistake in everywhere, not only in politics, justice, and everything, but also in lying is also is a big mistake in all our life. So, and also educational ethics is important too. Now, next we have, thank you, uh,
Sağ olun hocam.
Mundi, kimdi? Enes'ti değil
Ben
mi?
Baran, sırada Enes var herhalde de.
Hocam hazırım ben.
Bir dakika, Baran sen anlattın değil mi? Dur,
Evet ben
yazmamışım
anlattım.
ismini.
Evet evet.
Bir dakika.
Ben anlattım hocam.
Political ethics. Moment. Sırada Enes'le Meryem var. Next, Meryem and Enes. Bir dakika.
Ben
dur.
hazırım hocam ama fark etmez.
Tamam, yüklediysen hemen başla.
Today I will present to you about military ethics. Military ethics, being a mild protector, war is one of the oldest and cruelest facts of human history. In war, people can lose their lives, loved ones, values, and honor. In war, people can use violence, torture, genocide, and inhuman treatment against each other. In war, people may have to defend themselves, protect their rights, fight for their ideals, or follow orders. How should people behave in war? The answer to this question is related to military ethics. Military ethics is the set of ethical rules and values that military personnel follow in war, in the fight, and their relationships with others. These ethical rules cover topics such as the justification of war, the law of war, human rights, military professional ethics, and soldier psychology. Military ethics as a branch of military science seeks to determine the correct behavior of soldiers in the challenging situations they face. Purpose of military ethics. It is to help soldiers cope with the moral dilemmas of war and to ensure that soldiers remain responsible, conscientious, and virtuous individuals who respect human dignity. Military ethics requires soldiers to behave ethically towards themselves and opposing soldiers, civilians, allies, and the international community. Military ethics requires soldiers to fulfill their combat mission by avoiding unnecessary, disproportionate, and excessive harm. Ee, Hocam
Enes resim gitti. We lost the...
bir saniye hocam, tekrardan paylaşıyorum. Excessive harm. Tamamdır. What is Miles Protector? Military ethics requires soldiers to be Miles protectors or protective soldiers. When war is unavoidable, a Miles protector follows the ethical rules of war while carrying out his assigned duty. A Miles protector uses the force that war requires while avoiding the force that war does not. A Miles protector helps the victims of war while accepting the consequences of war. A Miles protector has the traumas of war while enduring the hardships of war. Finally, a Miles protector understands the logic of war while questioning the irrationality of war. What does it take to become a Miles protector? It is not easy to be a Miles protector. Being a Miles protector requires courage, intelligence, loyalty, justice, discipline, freedom, strength, compassion, warrior, and peacefulness. Military ethics uses military education, training, counseling, research, and practice methods to help soldiers become Miles protectors. Military ethics aims to develop soldiers' ethical awareness, knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Military ethics aims to enhance soldiers' competencies and ethical decision-making, problem-solving, critical thinking, and reflective learning. Military ethics enables soldiers to learn, understand, and apply ethical values, principles, norms, and codes. Military ethics and the Miles Protector concept. Military ethics helps soldiers strike a balance between the reality of war and the ideal of peace. Military ethics helps soldiers to reconcile the brutality of
Reconcile.
recon,
Reconcile.
thank you
Reconcile.
hocam. Reconcile the brutality of war with the value of humanity. Military ethics helps soldiers make the trade-off between the necessity of war and the need to end it. Military ethics helps soldiers resolve the moral dilemmas of war. heal the moral wounds of war, and share the moral lessons that war teaches. By enabling soldiers to become miles protector, military ethics seeks to reduce the harm that war inflicts on humanity, seize the opportunity that war offers humanity, and spread the wisdom that war teaches humanity. By enabling soldiers to become miles protectors, military ethics wants war to be the beginning of humanity, not the end of humanity. Thank you hocam. Benim bu kadardı sunumum.
Enes, yani military ethics is an important topic. Of course, as important
Evet.
as the others as well. But probably you could have also emphasized some unethical behaviors in the past as well.
Hı hı.
Peki, teşekkür ederim Enes.
Sağ olun hocam. Teşekkür ederim.
Mariam, are you ready?
Yes, Professor.
Okay, so upload it, please.
Yeah, can you
And
see
I'm
it?
going to look at.
Can you see my project?
Not yet.
Not yet. Now. Can you see it, Professor?
Yes, we can see it. Oh,
Okay.
how nice. You are lucky. Sports.
Ethics, yeah. According to my last digit. Hello, everyone. My name
Okay.
is Mariam, and today I'll be talking about sport ethics. So let's discover the importance of sport ethics in athletes and how it shapes the character of athletes while promoting fair play, respect, and integrity. First of all, definition of sport ethics. Sport ethics refers to the moral principles and values that guide individuals in the sporting realm. It involves upholding fairness, honesty, respect, and responsibility, both on and off the field. The importance of sport ethics. One, fosters healthy competition. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick.
It's all right. Don't worry, don't worry. It's all
Yeah, I
right.
have a flu. I'm so sorry.
Geçmiş olsun.
Teşekkür ederim hocam. One fosters healthy competition. Sport ethics promotes a level playing field, ensuring fair competition and creating an enjoyable experience for all participants. Two, build a strong character. By sport ethic, athletes develop qualities such as discipline, teamwork, and empathy. 3. Enhances sportsmanship. Embracing sport ethic cultivates a culture of respect, sportsmanship, and mutual understanding among athletes. Now, key principles of sport ethics. 1. Fairness. Promoting fairness in competition and decision-making process, ensuring equal opportunities for all athletes. 2. Respect. Cultivating respect for opponents, teammates, coaches, and the spirit of the game, fostering positive relationships and a harmonious sport environment. 3. Integrity. Upholding honesty, truthfulness, and commitment to rules and regulations even in the face of challenges. 4. Responsibility. Taking ownership of one's actions, acknowledging mistakes, and learning from them to promote personal growth. Now, some challenges to maintaining sport ethics. 1. Pressure to win at all costs. The intense pressure to secure victories can tempt athletes and coaches to compromise ethical principles. 2. External influences. Outside influences such as media, fan expectations, and financial rewards can impact ethical decision-making. 3. Competitive mindset. The desire to outperform opponents and achieve personal ambitions may lead some individuals to engage in unethical behavior. Consequence, sorry, just a moment. Yes, common unethical problems. One, performance-enhancing drugs. The use of substances or methods to gain unfair advantage, compromising the integrity of the competition. Two, trash talking. Verbal abuse or disrespect towards opponents, undermining the principles of fair play and respect. Diving and simulation, which means faking falls or injuries to deceive officials and gain an advantage, violating the principles of honesty and fair competition. Now, consequences.
Jasmine, come back, please. Come back. These
Yes.
three are good. Come back. The last one.
1 minute. Yes.
Yeah. How do you call it? Diving and simulation. What's that one? Can you give me an example?
I took it from the internet. It means faking injuries to have an advantage at the game. Like it's a football. Someone falls by himself without anyone touching him, just to deceive the officials to have an advantage in the game.
Yeah, well, he's not injured, but he's acting.
They're just
Okay,
faking it.
go on. Go on. Very good.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, consequences of unethical behavior in sports. One, damage to reputation. Engaging in unethical behavior damages the reputation of athletes, teams, and sport organization, impacting opportunities for success. It doesn't just damage the reputation of the athlete himself, it damages the whole organization and his whole team. Two, eroded trust and fairness. Unethical behavior undermines the trust spectators, competitors, and society have in the fairness and integrity of sport. Personal consequences. Athletes involved in unethical behavior may face personal consequences such as suspensions, bans, or loss of endorsements. Now, I will give you some strategies for promoting sport ethics. One, educational programs, providing athletes, coaches, and officials with comprehensive training on sports ethics and its practical implementation. Two, role modeling, encouraging athletes, coaches, and sports figures to demonstrate exemplary behavior, inspiring others to do the same. Three, which is most importantly, code of conduct, establishing a clear guidelines for athletes, coaches, and officials to maintain ethical standards in sport. Now, in conclusion, upholding integrity is essential in sport to preserve fair competition and uphold positive values. Promoting teamwork, respect, and continual ethical reflection among athletes, coaches, and officials is important for maintaining a positive sport environment. And this is it for today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Just looking at the conclusion again, upholding integrity is essential in sports. It is not only essential in sport. Actually, ethics is applicable to everywhere. But sports is a good example that rules are definite. Therefore, those who do not obey the rules may be punished. So that is a good example to other people as well in justice areas and things like this. Okay, Mariam. Now let's have a look. Anas Mustafa. Anas.
I'm here, Professor.
Well, there is Anas Mustafa Halif.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, I'm going to put it presenter, right, and also Nizar. Tamam, Yunus, sırayla veriyorum. Gelen mesajların sırasına göre veriyorum. Vereceğim Yunus, bakayım. Önce Nizar'ı bir göndereyim. Tamam. Tamam Yunus. Seni de göndereceğim. Nizar çok iyi. Nizar çok iyi. Nizar. Okey. Musa, seni de yazarız. Bir dakika. Önce Yunus'u bir göndereyim yukarıya. First Anas. Anas
Yeah,
Mustafa.
just give me a
Have
second.
you uploaded your file?
Yes.
Okay, then
Can you see
start.
it?
No, not yet.
I will talk about the
yes.
military ethics, but specifically I will
Yeah.
talk about Japanese military ethics. Okay, Professor?
Okay, go on.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today we'll talk about the Japanese military ethics. First, there is three things that present the military ethics of Japanese. First is the Bushido, is the way of the warrior. It's the way the Japanese people in that time of history was living on. And the emperor, the head of the state, and the self-sacrifice. This is the three things that the Japanese military ethics created around. It starts in the 1969 when the media started turned the power to the emperor and Bushido taught Zen influxes. And in 1905, the Japanese defeated Russian, would start showing the Japanese military that they are strong, so they could punish others, and they see themselves as the warrior of God or something like this. And in 1937, the rape of the Nikon shows the abandon of the banished ethics during the World War II would start like things as kamikazes and self-sacrifices. And in 1945, when the Japanese surrendered. This is a part of the speech of Tamichi Kuropachi, which is a very good example for my idea about the Japanese military ethics. Because in the Japanese view, he is a hero or a war hero, and he is one of the most general respected in Japan. But in another way, in Philippines and for Americans, he is a war criminal because he murdered 1,000 of civilians, and he always like do the missions in sneaky ways. Like he died when he was sneaking around that American civilians to try to kill people when they are sleeping. So he is one of the ideas that the ethics, it's different between one option and another, especially when we talk about military ethics. And the Bushido Code, which talk about the Bushido Code, and was a written set of rules and the principle development and followed by the samurai warrior class of feudal Japan. Bushido embraced honor, conquered loyalty, and self-sacrifice as the key victorious for the samurais. the code provided genocidal and samurai as to how to connect themselves and shape their approach to combat and warfare through an unwritten. It was deeply ingrained in the samurai. In the 1968, it started getting to the new generation because the old generation was not agreed on some of the codes, especially about self-sacrifices. So the old samurais weren't like that. The old samurais, they just kill themselves when they cannot succeed, but they not kill other people when they do not succeed. And this is one of the expert form of the Japanese self-defense, and this is the name of the forces of the Japanese after they surrender, and they become part of American Airlines. But the thing about this speech that they tell we are not a warrior anymore, we just self-defenders forces. So this is how it turns from self-sacrifices to self-surrenders and self-defenders. And here is the variant to the emperor before the surrender. The emperor was like the head of the state, and he was like the god for the Japanese, or the son of the sun, the god of the sun.
Do you agree with that statement?
I'm not talking about agree or disagree. I'm just talking about the idea itself.
No, I'm asking you. Now I'm asking you. What is your opinion?
About what? That he is a god or the son of a god?
Obedience to the emperor.
I don't want to talk about my opinions in this because it's not. I talk like about a very far.
Okay, later.
I
All
cannot
right.
give my opinion.
It's already recording. All right. Don't miss that
Okay.
question. Okay. All right. Go on.
Okay. Absolute credit
But,
to the
but
emperor.
I should mention that democracy is the one which is superior. So the emperor or chief or that kind of regimes are not good. Democracy is much better. This is my opinion, but you shouldn't mention about your opinion. All right, go on.
Okay. So this is about this one, and we go. So the wartime actorists, I don't know how to say that. There is a Ninjing measurement, which is a Japanese troop murdered hundreds of thousands of the Chinese civilians in Ninjing in 1937, and some of the military of the Japan was actually a Chinese troops who helped the Japanese. So this is one of the worst topics about military ethics, like if you kill your own people. And there's the unit 731, which is make a human experiment and biological warfare research on the Chinese civilian and the ally prisoners of war. And about this unit especially, they actually help the medicine field. Like for now, they have some references from that unit, but it's not follow the ethics of wars. And pattern death and marches. Japanese forces marches over 600 Philippine and American allies prison war over a 60 miles to mistreating themselves, resulting in thousands of deaths. And converting of women, around 200,000 women from Korea, China, and other accredited nations were forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese military. And by the way, about this topic, there is a mountain in Korea which is called the unwanted child. So the women who get pregnant from these actions, they go and kill their children in that mountain specifically. And this is like Pastor. 1945, the Japanese surrender, and in 1946, the Imperial Japanese military is dissolved, and in 1954, the Japanese self-defense forces start to begin. And for now, they are just like the Japanese forces. They are like one of the best for the current for self-defense forces. They are just trainers. So some of the American militaries, they go to the Japanese and take train on self forces from them. And oops, yeah, for the Japanese self-defense forces, for now, they are like a very good example of changing from a self-murder and a war criminal into a very humbled and part of the nation and its people. And that's the end. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I have. Why did you select Japanese example?
Because for in my opinion, they get like when you ask about the Japanese in these times, most of the people they tell you, oh, they are cute, they are nice, but most of the people they don't know about their very sad history.
Is that the only reason to do that?
Yeah, I see a military.
Where did you get that material?
I like history.
So you read the story of. Well, of course, the Japanese people have got samurai tradition, which is a good tradition. However,
Yeah, but they took it from self-honor into killing others. Like, okay, if you are good and you are strong, it doesn't mean you hurt people and you murder child.
I wish I could see also other military ethical issues relevant to Japanese as well, to see that one. Okay, this is the last one, wasn't it? Okay, thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much.
you so much.
How do you call yourself? Anas or Enes?
Anas.
Enes. In Turkish,
Anas.
we have a lot of Enes. Okay, Nizar,
Yeah,
are you ready? Thank you.
Yes, Professor, I'm ready.
All right. Have you uploaded your file?
Well, I just I'm going to share my screen if that's fine.
Oh, that's okay. That's all. Hold on a moment. Musa and Yunus Emre Çelebi, you are in the list as well.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. What's the topic?
So
Ismail, I'm going to take you. I know you.
So starting with the slide of introduction for my information and the professor, with the title of the topic, Educational Ethics, Navigating the Moral Landscape of Education. Here we can see the table of content of this presentation. It will contain 9 points. Starting with the first one, the introduction. Here I will discuss the definition of educational ethics. Educational ethics basically refers to the set of principles and values that guide the conduct and decision-making process within the field of education. It encompasses the moral consideration and standards that educators, students, and educational institutes adhere to create a fair, inclusive, and ethical sound learning environment. Moving to the next, educational ethics is grounded in the fundamental principles such as fairness, integrity, respect, and equity. These values serve as a compass of educators and educational institutes, shaping their interactions policies and decisions. Next one, our next point will be a historical overview. A key historical development in educational ethics. Educational ethics has undergone significant transformations throughout history, from ancient civilization to modern societies. The perspective of educational ethics in education has evolved. Early educational systems often integrate moral and character education as integral component of learning. Over time, social changing and philosophical shift and advancement in educational thought have influenced the way of perspective the implement ethical principles in education. Moving to the next point, which is ethical foundations. Here we will discuss three theories that are involved with the with the educational ethics and provide theoretical foundations. First theory is utilitarianism, focuses on the greatest good for the greatest number, and it always educate. This theory might involve decisions that maximize the overall well-being or educational outcome for the most student. The second theory is deontology. Deontology emphasizes and adherence to moral rules or doubts. The third theory is virtue ethics, centers on the development of virtuous characteristics trials. Moving to the next point, which is the role of teachers. Teachers actually play a crucial role in shaping the ethical climate of educational institutes. Their ethical responsibilities extend beyond academic instructions to encompass the overall well-being and development of students. There are like a key ethical responsibilities for them. First one is modeling ethical behaviors. The second is fostering a positive learning environment. Third is ensuring fairness and equity between students. And the last one is confidentiality and privacy. Students' rights and responsibilities. Students, as integral members of the educational community, have both rights and responsibilities that contribute to the ethical fabric of the learning environment. Starting with the rights, students have the right to safe and inclusive learning environment. They also have the right to express their opinions and perspectives respectively. They also have the right to fair treatment and equal opportunities in education. Moving to the student responsibilities, they have the responsibility to engage actively in the learning process. They also have the responsibility to respect the rights and well-being of peers and educators. The last right or the last responsibility for students is to adhere to the academic and behavioral students set by the instructions. Technology and education. In this slide, we will discuss the involvement of technology on the educational part. Ethical use of technology in education. The interaction of technology in education comes with the ethical responsibilities to ensure a safe and positive learning environment. Student data privacy concerns. The collection and use of student data require ethical considerations to protect the information of students, secure data handling, and also informed consent. Obtaining informed consent from students and parents regarding the collection and use of personal data. We now move to the next one, which is parent and community involvement. Building a trust with parents and the community. Effective communication and collaboration with parents and the community are essential for fostering a positive and supportive educational environment. Ethical communication and collaboration comes with the 3 points: respectful dialogue, confidentiality, and community engagement. Moving to the next one, addressing conflicts of integrity. It also comes with the three main points: transparent decision making, fair allocation of resources, and conflict resolution strategies. Ethical decision making frameworks, and frameworks in this context means refers to the structure and the system approach, or we can just say it is a set of guidelines. These guidelines start with identify the stakeholders, moving to the assess consequences. Next one is applying ethical principles, and then seek input and collaborations. The fifth one is reflect on values and believers. 6 is consider legal and policy frameworks, then decide, and the last one is implement and monitor. Here we come to the last slide of this presentation, which is the conclusion. In closing, our journey through educational ethics has highlighted the dynamic nature of ethical consideration in education, from historical context to practical frameworks. We have explored the nuances that guide ethical decision making. As we conclude, it is crucial to recognize that ethical awareness is not a static concept. It evolves with our changing world. The commitment to our ongoing reflection and professional development is key in the navigating the ever shifting landscape of the ethical changes. And the last point, which is the most important, ethics is in education are essential for creating a supportive, inclusive, and effective learning environment. They guide the decision making, foster positive relationships, and contribute with the overall well-being and success of students and the educational community. That's it.
Thank you very much, Nizar.
You are very welcome, Professor.
Okay, now you can leave now.
Okay. You can leave now.
Now we have.
Hocam başlayayım mı?
Başla. Yunus Emre.
Evet hocam. Hocam sesim geliyor değil mi?
Geliyor.
Tamam, okay. Hi everyone. My subject, energy and environmental technology. Content, introduction, renewable energy sources, energy storage technologies, smart grid technologies, green building design, circular economy, the future of energy and environment. Conclusion. Introduction, energy and environmental technology harnesses renewable energy.
Bak ne diyeceğim. Başında şu environment'ı bir düzeltelim. Environment. Environment.
Environmental
Okay,
technology harnesses renewable energy, improves efficiency, and develops eco-friendly solutions. It also tackles climate change, pollution, and resource management for a sustainable future. Renewable energy source, solar energy, wind energy, hydropower. Solar energy power harnesses sunlight through panels on rooftops or in solar farms to generate clean electricity, reducing carbon emissions and combating climate change. Wind energy is a form of renewable energy that harnesses the power of the wind to generate electricity. It's a clean and sustainable source of power that has been used for centuries. But in recent decades, technological advancements have allowed for more efficient.
You can omit that page. It's already general information. You can omit that page. I have read it. All right, go on.
Okay, efficient and widespread utilization. Hydropower, also known as hydroelectric power, is a form of renewable energy that harnesses the energy of.
Yunus Emre, stop please.
Efendim? Okay.
You don't understand me. I said you can omit. You can next page. You go to the next page. It's already general information. Next page, please.
Okay. Energy storage technologies.
All right, batteries, hydrogen fuel cells, and supercapacitors. We all know those. Omit that one. Next page.
Smart grid technologies.
Grid. Yeah, you talk a little bit about it. Go on.
Okay. I'm talking.
Yes, go on.
Right? Okay. Grid automation, advanced metering infrastructure, and demand response.
Infrastructure. Advanced metering infrastructure. Go on.
Advanced metering infrastructure, demand response systems. And green building design, sustainable materials, energy efficient design, renewable energy integration. Circular economy, reduce, reuse, recycle, recall. The future of energy and environment. The future of energy and the environment is at a turning point. Environment is at a turning point with a global push toward renewable energy and a growing focus on sustainability. We are redefining how we power our world while preserving our planet. And renewable energy adaptation, policy and regulation, innovation and research, support for clean transportation. And consolation, the future of energy and environment.
Yunus. This is conclusion.
This is conclusion.
Conclusion. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Conclusion, the future of energy and the environment is in our hands. By embracing renewable energy, in fostering innovation and advising for sustainable policy, we can create a world where a clean energy powers progress while preserving our planet. It's a collective journey toward a healthier, more sustainable future, driven by our commitment to leaving a positive legacy for generations to come. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much Yunus Emre.
Hocam kusura
Next
bakmayın.
one
Şu
please.
an
Oldu tamam.
Tamam. İyi günler hocam.
İyi günler. Yunus, by the way, there is no ethics in it. Very little ethics. You just presented the energy actually. Okay, go on. Who is coming? Musa.
Hocam ben
Are you
hazırım
coming?
ama sırada kim var bilmiyorum. Eğer sıraya girmişsem
İsmail gir İsmail gir. Hazırsan gir. Sonra
tamam
da
hocam.
Musa gelecek.
Merhaba hocam.
Tamam.
Geliyor mu?
Kim
Tamam.
konuşuyor? Musa mı İsmail mi?
Evet,
İkisinin de
ben
mikrofonu
Musa
açık.
hocam. Musa hocam.
Kim yükledi? Sen yükledin mi Musa?
Evet hocam şu an dönüştürülüyor diyor.
Peki İsmail
Tamam hocam.
sen?
Ben yükledim ya,
Tamam derken
paylaşabilirim.
yükledi mi?
Ben
İsmail
Evet hocam.
yükledim
dinliyor
ben.
musun? Yükledi mi? Yüklediyse
Evet,
aç İsmail.
tamam. Abi Musa da açtı.
Tamam
O zaman
Musa
Musa'yı
girdi.
açma hocam.
Tamam Musa girdi. Musa devam et.
Hello everyone. First of all, I am a little sick. Sorry for question. I will tell you today sport ethic. What is the sport ethic? The ethics of sports is discipline which deals with the analysis of key ideas and issues of and related to practice. The ethics of sports then is characteristic by investigation into the nature of sport and related concept areas. Ethic of sport, aesthetic, epistemology, ethic, logic, metaphysics. Ethic of sport. In most writing in the ethic of sport, three families of theories have been adopted, the modern and one ancient. Deontology, consequentialism, virtue ethics. Ethical consideration in sports science and technology. First, performance enhancing substance and methods. Discuss the ethical implication of using banned substance or techniques to gain an unfair advantage. Genetic enhancement explore the ethical concerns regarding doping and genetic manipulating to enhance athlete performance. Surveillance and data collection examine the ethical considerations surrounding the collection, storage, and use of athletes' personal data. Technological advantage discuss the fairness concern related to use of advantage technology that gives certain individual or teams an fair advantage. The effect of unethical practice. Reason of the spirit of fair play. Discuss of unethical practice undermine the fundamental principle of sportsmanship and fair competition. Damage the athlete's health and well-being, explore the potential risk associated with the measures of science and technology in sports. Laws of public trust and integrity address the negative impact of unethical practice on the reputation and credibility of sports. Promoting ethical practice in sports science and technology. Strict regulation and testing emphasize the importance of enforcing. Slide bitti
Hocam
hocam
çok
da.
pardon ya, yanlışlıkla dokundum. Çok özür dilerim.
Sıkıntı yok. Yok, sıkıntı yok.
Sen kim girdi araya? Bir
Ben
dakika.
ben nasıl çıkacağım? Pardon.
Bir dakika, bir
Düzeltti
dakika.
hocam.
Tekrar
Şimdi
paylaşman
orada
gerekecek sanırım.
orada bir dakika. İki tane şey var yazılı. Siyah öbürününkine bak geldi. Güzel. Devam.
Çıktım sanırım hocam. Kusura bakmayın ya.
Musa becerdi herhalde zaten.
Aynen hocam, sıkıntı yok. Biraz hastayım hocam, kusura bakmayın.
Ya oğlum
Ya,
bana bak, herkes hasta. Bak, imtihanlardan önce yapmayın bunu. Maske takın, uzak durun birbirinizden. Hocalarda da hasta var çok. Hadi
hocam
bakalım.
ne kadar dikkat
Devam.
etmek istesek de hasta oluyoruz yani.
Evet.
Hocam, collaboration
Salgın
between
var.
stakeholders encourage collaboration between sport organizations and ethics develop guidance and ethical frameworks. Embracing transparency and accountability stress the significance and transparency in testing and decision-making process. Long-term athlete well-being provides well-being and long-term health the athletes or short-term performance gains. Conclusion summarize the main point discussing regarding the insertions of science, technology, and ethics in sports. Reason for the importance of upholding ethical standards, preserve fairness, integrity, and the spirit of sportsmanship. Encourage the aliens the activity participate promoting ethical practice in sport, science, and technology in ensuring playing and a positive sport environment. Thank you for listening to the presentation. Hocam,
That's
benimki
the
burada
last one,
bitiyor.
isn't it?
Bir sorunuz var mı hocam?
Var ama biraz tuhaf olacak. Şu şeyin elle attığı gol, ne güzel söyledi değil mi? Golü elle atıyor, sonra diyor ki o Tanrı'nın eliydi diyor. Yani bir çeşit kabahati kendinden Tanrı'ya atıyor. Yani kader beni onu yapmaya sevk et diye geliyor Maradona. Son derece ahlaksızca bir tabii yaklaşım ama bütün Arjantin benimsedi. Yani toplumun bazı ahlaksızlıkları benimsiyor olması sosyoloji konusuna giren bir iş. Bizim işimiz değil. Fakat yani kalabalığa karışıp genel sonuç bence kalabalığa karışıp kalabalıkla beraber yanlışı evet dememeye dikkat etmek lazım. Bu yani her yerde olan bir şey.
Evet hocam,
Çoğunluk
doğru.
öyle diyor diye öyle zannetmemek lazım. Her zaman bir kişisel şey yapmak lazım. Arka tarafta ya acaba bu doğru mu hakikaten? Ben doğru mu? Yani özellikle öfkenize, kendi siyasi görüşlerinize, kendi dini görüşlerinize, kendi sosyal görüşlerinize, kendi teknik bakışlarınıza toplumla beraber hapsolmayın. Peki, teşekkür ederim Musa.
Ben teşekkür ederim hocam. İyi günler. Hocam, ben çıkabilir miyim? Varsa.
Tabii.
Teşekkürler hocam.
İsmail, dinliyorum.
Merhabalar. Hi, my friends and my teacher. My last digit is 4 and my topic is business ethics. I choose this illustration for my topics. This topics covers this subheadings, and I will talk about every one one by one. I will start with what is business ethics. By definition, business ethics refers to standards for morally right and wrong conduct in business. Law virtually defines the conduct, but legal and ethical aren't necessarily the same. Business ethics enhance the law by outlining acceptable behaviors beyond government control. Corporations establish business ethics to promote integrity among their employees and gain trust from key stakeholders, such as investors and consumers. While corporate ethics programs have become common, the quality varies. According to 2018 Global Business Ethics Survey (GBES), less than 1 in 4 US workers think their company has well-implemented ethics program. This is what is the ethics, business ethics in a little bit. And first subheading is behavior. Ethical behavior involves a strong moral code and consistent values evident in various aspects of life, including the workplace. In a business context, it applies to employees, team leads, and supervisors, promoting honesty and fairness in relationships. Displaying ethical behavior boosts morale, client relations, and business reputation. Unethical behavior can negatively impact a company's success and lead to legal consequences. Example of ethical behavior include respect for
Legal what?
others.
Legal what? Bir dakika. Legal what? Buradan göremiyorum. Sen oku.
A
Oku bir daha.
legal consequence.
Bir dakika. Ha, nerede bu ya? Bir dakika. Kaçıncı satırda? Bir şey yanlış.
5, 7,
Consequence.
8.
İsmail. İsmail'deyim değil mi?
Evet.
İsmail'deyim. Evet. Consequence. Sonuç demek. Consequence.
Evet.
Tekrar et.
Ben consequence diye okuyordum da düzelteyim
Aman
hocam.
consequence.
Tamam hocam.
Consequence. Sequence'ı oku önce, ondan sonra kanı katarsın. Sequence. Alright, go on. Devam et.
Consequence.
Sequence.
Consequence.
Neyse.
Consequence.
Şeyden BBC'den falan dinleye tekrar et. Bu önemli bir şey. Sonuç demek çünkü. Yani çok
Tamamdır
kullanılır.
hocam.
Hadi bakalım.
Teşekkür ederim.
Tamam.
Example of ethical behavior include respect for others, open communication, and taking responsibility for mistakes. Ethical leaders foster a positive work environment focused on the greater good. And there is principles of business ethics in 12 topics about that. Leadership conspicuously adopting ethical principles to guide decision in professional and personal life. Accountability, holding oneself and others responsible for ethical actions, committed to ethical practices. Integrity, upholding honesty, trustworthiness, and reliability conscientiously. Honesty, emphasizing trust in all matters and transparent communication regardless of positive or negative news. Respect for others, valuing dignity, privacy, equality, opportunity, compassion, and empathy in workplace relationships.
Compassion. Bak o.
Compassion.
Bunlar tabii bizde geçmez compassion pek. Neyse sevgi falan, anlayış ne? Evet, devam et.
Responsibility, promoting ownership and accountability with the organization. Other 6 topic about principles of business ethics, respect for laws, ethical leadership involves enforcing local, state,
Hepsini
and
okuma.
federal
Dur,
laws.
ben okuyayım, hızlı gidelim. Dur. Biraz hızlı gidelim. Şimdi respect for laws. Bir kere kanuna uyuyorsun. Sonra atlıyorum, geçiyorum. Transparency diyor. Yani her şey şeffaf olacak. Compassion, treating employees, community partners and customers with concern of their well-being. Bu işte şefkatle yaklaş demek istiyor. Ondan sonra fairness, adil ol diyor. Loyalty diyor. Yani şeylere sadık ol, kurallara. Demonstrating confidentiality, bak. Yani insanların sırlarına falan sakla. Yani lidersen bunları hemen söyleme falan diyor. Bir dakika ya, benim bilgisayar da bir şey oldu. Neyse. Bir de environmental concern, yani çevresel şeylere dikkat et. Geç.
The other subheading is trust.
Trust'ın
refers
ne
to
olduğunu biliyoruz. Yani güven.
evet,
Karşılıklı güven duyacaksın. Yürü, okuma bunu.
responsibility,
Sorumluluk,
okuyayım.
responsibility.
Evet.
Ama burada
Geçeyim
diyor ki
hocam.
bak, ethical
Hadi.
responsibility in the context of the social responsibility involves a company's dedication to conducting its business ethically. Şirketin işleri ahlaklı bir şekilde yapması için sen de kişisel olarak ona sadık kalman lazım diyor. Upholding human rights principle, insan haklarına saygılı olarak falan. Yürü, geç.
Other it is relationship
İlişkiler.
about the ethical
The ethical
foundation of
oku bakalım, dinliyorum.
the ethical foundation of company plays a critical role in shaping
Aman.
its
Dur.
perception. Critical.
Dur. Crucial. Bak
Crucial.
yani şimdi mühendislerin İngilizcesi böyle sosyal şeylerde zayıf olur ama yani buna müsaade etmeyin. Dinleyin BBC'den falan. Tamam, sesli sözlükler var. Ben hemen okuyorum sana. The ethical foundation of the company plays a crucial role in shaping its perception, çok küçük olduğu için zor okuyorum, among customers and peers. Yani diğer kişilere ve müşterilere, paydaşlara diyelim hep beraber çok önemli bir etki yapar diyor şirketin temel etik kuralları. Ana rol oynar. Yürü. Relationship'lerin iyi olacak. Ama etik kurallara sadık kalacaksın. Devam. Güvenilir olacak. Güvenilir
Is
olacaksın.
crucial for small business, forming the foundation of reputation and customer loyalty. Building a reliable reputation among peers and customers fosters a loyal customer base. To enhance business reliability, consider the following reasons and strategies.
Bakalım neymiş? Aşağıdaki
Devam.
sebeplerle olur diyor. Atla geç.
Devamı yok
Bitti.
ama. Ben şeye geçtim. Şuysa. Biraz orayı
Bunu nereden? Bir yerden indirdin değil mi bunu sen?
bakayım hocam. Şeyi nereden almıştım?
Referansların
Hepsini
var.
ayrı yerlerden aldım, o yüzden biraz karıştı hocam. Kusura bakmayın.
Peki,
Sonraki
tamam.
subheading, next
Seçimler.
subheading is choice. In business ethics, the concept of choice refers to the decision and action that individuals and organizations make when faced with ethical dilemmas. It involves considering various options and selecting a course of action that aligns with the ethical principles and values. Ethical choices in business often involve balancing competing interests such as profit and social responsibility to make decisions that are morally sound and socially responsible. Other subheading is morality. Morality in business ethics refers to the principles and values that guide ethical behavior within context of business activities. It involves making decisions and conducting business in manner that align with fundamental notions of right and wrong. Morality in business often encompasses considerations such as honesty, integrity, fairness, and responsibility. It emphasizes the ethical treatment of employees, customers, suppliers, and the broader community, allowing for actions that go beyond mere legal compliance to uphold a higher compliance to uphold a higher standard of conduct.
Bu
This is
cümle güzel bir cümle yani önemli bir kısım bu. Şimdi galiba son sayfa değil mi bu? Bir dakika, ne oldu?
Evet. Conclusion eklemedim, bu son sayfa. Yani şeydeki
12.
buradaki
sayfa ne? 12. sayfa var. O ne?
resource aldığım kaynakları dedim, evet.
Şimdi sen bak diyeceğim, yani İngilizcenin eksik olduğu için kötü bir sunum yaptın ama ben sana en yüksek notlardan birini verdim. Çünkü kendin uğraşmışsın. Benim için önemli olan o. Anladın mı?
Teşekkür ederim.
Hadi bakalım. Yani önemli olan bir yerden hazır bir tane sunum bulup onu getirip buraya koymak değil. Kendin uğraşıp bir
Evet,
şeyler yapıp ama İngilizcenin ilerlemesi lazım ha. Yani sen çünkü beğendiğin bir
evet.
öğrencisin, ona göre. Tamam mı? Hadi bakalım.
Çalışıyorum hocam.
Şimdi
Teşekkür ederim.
hadi bakalım. Şimdi bir dakika. Şimdi bakayım, vermek isteyen var mı daha? Sunum yapmak isteyen. Hazır zamanımı ayırdım. Ayırdım. Is there anyone who wants to present? Erdem. Erdem. Bekliyorum. Şimdi alıyorum seni
Ya hocam.
şeye. Tamam. Aferin. Sonuna kadar uslu uslu bekledin. Aferin sana. Neredesin Erdem? Ha. Erdem. Tamam. Erdem, seni de sunucu yaptım. Is there anyone further waiting for? I devoted this morning for those sessions. Muiz, I'm going to put Halil. Okay, go on. Erdem. Tamam.
Hocam iyi günler, ben çıkıyorum.
Tamam, çıkabilirsin. Kimi dinledik biz? İsmail'i dinledik. Enes'i mi yapıyorduk şey? Enes'i sunucu yaptım. Sonra Muiz'i yapıyorum. Muiz sunucu. Ondan sonra
Hocam ben sunum yaptım, sadece izliyorum.
kim o ben diyen?
Enes hocam, Enes Gezer.
Ha ya sahiden de sen yapmıştın sunumunu ya. Neyse. Seni hemen indirelim.
Tamam hocam. İyi günler hocam.
İyi günler. Erdem.
Efendim hocam.
Şimdiki bir dakika. Burada sunucusun sen Erdem. Hazır mısın?
Hazırım hocam. Yüklemiş.
Yani yükledin mi şeyi?
Yükledim. Bunu nasıl açacağız?
Bir dakika. Yüklemişsen o zaten siyah şey üzerindedir. Tıklarsın aşağıdan aç diye.
Şimdi paylaşacağız herhalde.
Tamam. Moise, you also upload your file. Tıp. İlk defa bugün tıp dinleyeceğiz. Erdem Keleş.
Başlayayım mı hocam?
Başla.
Hello everyone. I want to present the bio and medicine ethics today, and I want to discuss with you some topics about that. In this presentation, we will explore the definition of bioethics and medical ethics, principles of them, historical background of them, ethical issues in medicine. Definition of bioethics and medical ethics. Bioethics. Bioethics is a multidisciplinary field that explores the moral and ethical dilemmas arising from advances in biology, medicine, and healthcare. It involves the study of the ethical implications, principles, and the values concerning the practice of medicine, biomedical research, and the application of technology in healthcare. Bioethics aims to provide frameworks and guidelines for navigating complex ethical decisions in areas such as patient care, biomedical research, genetics, end-of-life issues, and healthcare policies. Medical ethics. Medical ethics specifically focuses on the ethical considerations and the principles within the practice of medicine. It encompasses the moral obligations, duties, and the responsibilities of healthcare professionals toward patients, the broader community, and society as a whole. Medical ethics involves issues like patient's autonomy, informed consent, confidentiality, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice in healthcare distribution, and the ethical dilemmas in clinical settings, research, and healthcare policymaking. Principles of bioethics and medical ethics. Autonomy. Autonomy is usually expressed as the right of competent adults to make informed decisions about their own medical care. Compassion. Compassion in bioethics and medical ethics refers to the ethical principle and practice of empathetic care and concern for the well-being of patients and individuals involved in healthcare. It involves understanding and acknowledging the suffering, emotions, and needs of patients and responding to them with empathy, kindness, and understanding. Competence. Competence in bioethics refers to knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to understand, analyze, and address ethical issues within the realms of biology, medicine, and healthcare. It encompasses a range of professions required to navigate complex ethical dilemmas and make informed decisions in these fields. Justice. In the context of bioethics, justice refers to fairness, equity, and the distribution of research benefits and burdens in society's health-related contexts. Historical background of bioethics and medical ethics. Actually, this is starting in the ancient time with Hippocrates. Ancient beginnings, ethical considerations in medicine and healthcare date back to ancient civilizations like ancient Egypt, Greece, and India, where codes of conduct and ethical principles for physicians were outlined. Hippocratic Oath. Hippocratic Oath, attributed to Greek physician Hippocrates, laid down ethical guidelines for medical practitioners, emphasizing patients' care confidentially and professional conduct. Middle Age to Renaissance. The influence of religion, especially Christianity, played a significant role in medical ethics during the Middle Ages, emphasizing the sanctity of life, caregiving, and the role of healers in society. The Renaissance period brought renewed interest in scientific inquiry and a shift towards empirical observation in medicine, influencing ethical considerations in medical practice and research. Modern era and bioethics.
Hepsini okuma istersen ya bunun. Bir dakika.
Tamamdır hocam.
Ben bakıyorum şimdi ne olduğunu. 20. yüzyıl. Şimdi
İkinci
60 yılında ne oluyor?
Nazilere yapılan olaylar falan var hocam. Yani bunlar önemli olaylar aslında ama biraz uzun, evet.
Tamam. Şu bak şeye geç. The Emergency of Bioethics var ya, oradan al. Yukarıya okudum. 60 ile 70 arasında. Orada bir değişiklik başlıyor çünkü.
The emergence of bioethics as a distinct field came in the 1960s and 1970s. Bioethicists like Van Rensselaer Potter and Paul Ramsay used the term bioethics to address ethical concerns arising from advancement in biology, genetics, and medicine. The establishment of the Hastings Center in 1969, one of the first bioethics research institutions, marked the formalization and academic study of bioethics. Subsequent developments. Bioethics continued to evolve, expanding to address a wide array of ethical issues, including reproductive technologies, genetic engineering, healthcare disparities, euthanasia, and ethical implications of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and robotics in healthcare. The historical evolution of bioethics and medical ethics reflects the ongoing dialogue between medical practice, societal values, scientific advancement, and ethical considerations. It demonstrates how ethical principles in healthcare have evolved, adapted, and become more complex over time in response to changing societal norms and technological progress. Some ethical issues in medicine. One of the best example is end of life care and
Ötenezya.
euthanasia.
Ötenezya. Atla ötenezyayı biliyoruz hepimiz. Organ donation and transplantation. I'm
Yes,
sorry, transplantation. Ben de yanlış okudum. Bir
transplantation.
daha.
Yeah.
Organ donation and transplantation. Bizde transplantasyon diyoruz ya.
Hı hı. Geçiyorum hocam o
Tamam,
zaman.
yürü anlaşıldı bu. Güzel.
Biomedical research ethics and informed consent. Informed consent sanırım PDF'e çevirirken görüntüde bir hata olmuş hocam.
Evet, o kadar önemli değil ama constant bu. The process,
Constant.
okuyacağım burayı bir dakika. The process of ensuring that a patient understands the risk and benefits of a medical procedure or treatment. Şeyi diyor, yani hasta diyor, karşılaştığı riskleri de ne yarar göreceğini de tam olarak o doktor ona söylemeli diyor. Constant
Evet.
dediği açıklama yani. Evet, yürü.
Summary, the last slide.
Tamam.
In conclusion, the ethical issues addressed within bioethics and medical ethics represent the ongoing dialogue between societal values, scientific progress, and the sanctity of patient's care. Embracing this principle fosters a healthcare system grounded in compassion, justice, and respect for
Bak bu
individual.
compassion'dır. Bu compassion'dır. Yani bu şefkat kelimesi pek bizim yani öğrencilerin hiçbirisinde doğru çıkmadı. Devam et bakalım.
Compassion. Bu kadar hocam, bitti. Thanks for
Evet.
listening to me. Have a nice day.
Peki Erdem, sen bu sunumu nereden hazırladın?
Hocam bu sunumu ya birkaç farklı yerden baktım, yani sitelerden, ama ya onu yazmadım, ben eklemedim, ama isterseniz ayrıyeten gönderebilirim size.
Yok o kadar önemli değil. Peki. Şimdi sıra şeyde, Moiz'de. Muiz Hişam. Haşam veyahut da.
Hocam benim dersim var da ben şey yapabilir miyim?
Git.
Yola çıkmam lazım.
Daha evvel söyleseydin, daha evvel de şey yapardım.
Ha, yok hocam, acelesi yok
hocam.
yani. Şu an çıkmam, yetişirim o yüzden.
Yes.
Teşekkürler hocam.
Abu Bakar, Abu Bakar, what's the problem? All right, Halil Hatim and Ahmet Nail, I'm going to put you also in the list. Muiz, hurry up. I'm waiting for you.
Okay, hocam, can I be a presenter?
I can't see your...
Okay. Do you see the PDF? My screen?
I can't see you. I can't see your presentation.
Okay. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna talk about justice ethics. For start with the definition. The justice ethics or ethics of justice, it deals with moral choices through a measure of rights of the people involved and chooses the solution that seems to damage the fewest people, rooted in a respect for the legal system. So it's
but you
try
haven't
to decide what is right,
just a moment.
wrong morally.
Just a moment, Muiz, we can't see your presentation
Yes,
yet.
Okay. How can I send it to you, or can I be the? Or can I share my screen?
Look. Several times I explained. Either you become
Okay.
presenter and you get in your computer, or the best way, the bottom right or in the bottom line there is a
Okay.
file sharing, share file.
Okay.
Then you are going to put it
Yeah.
there. Then you are going to upload your file into PDF form,
Yes.
mainly into our system.
Okay. I'm gonna share a file.
I said hurry up. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. Uploading it.
Atıl sen de hazırlık yap, aynı şekilde yükle. Halil Hatim, you'd better upload your file to the system.
Okay.
And Ahmet Nail, also you are in the list. So you'd better upload your file into the system. Whoever ready, I'm going to listen.
Okay. Right now I'm finished uploading it.
All right. So then open up.
That's okay. Series. Oh, there are too much.
Atıl yüklüyor musun sen de?
Yes, that's it.
Hocam yükledim ben.
Enes çıkabilirsin. O zaman Atıl gir. Atıl gir. Bir dakika, kim yükledi? Erdem Keleş mi? Nereden çıkıyor ya Erdem Keleş? Atıl, eğer yüklediysen gir.
Tamam hocam.
Siyahtaysa basarsın üstüne, seninki çıkar. Seninki çıkar.
Yükleniyor.
Tamam, aferin. Dinliyorum.
Okay, hello
I
everyone.
listen.
Today I'm going to present bio and medicine ethics. When I starting my topic, I'm starting with what is bioethics. Bioethics is a branch of ethics that deals with the moral and ethical implications of biological and medical practices. It involves the study of ethical issues and dilemmas arising in the fields of medicine, biology, and healthcare. Bioethics seeks to address questions related to the moral principles and values guiding decision in areas such as medical research, patient care, organ transplantation, genetic engineering, end-of-life issues.
No, Moise, probably
Okay.
you uploaded, but you have to wait. Moise.
I'm changing it.
Atıl is presenting already.
Important point of bioethics, autonomy, beneficence.
Atıl, your presentation is similar to the others, isn't it so? All right, go on.
Third one, non-maleficence, justice, truth, and security. Introduction to medical ethics. Medical ethics is a subset of bioethics that specifically focus on ethical principles and values in the field of medicine. It deals with moral consideration and dilemmas that arise in the practice medicine, healthcare, and biomedical research. Medical ethics provides a framework for healthcare professionals to navigate ethical challenges and make decisions that are in the best interest of patient. Challenges in medical ethics, ethical dilemmas, and complex legal frameworks. I have case studies and medical ethics. For example, the Tuskegee syphilis is the first case. This is the study was a notorious unethical medical experiment conducted in the US from 1932 to 1972. It involved withholding treatment for syphilis from a group of African American men without their informed consent. The study raised significant ethical concern and led to changes in regulation for the protection of human research subjects. Second one is case of Baby Jane Doe. The term of Baby Jane Doe typically refers to a high-profile case in the United States from 1983. It involved an infant born with severe birth defect, and the parents choose not to authorize surgery to correct the condition. The legal and ethical dilemmas surrounding the case highlighted issues of parental rights, medical decision making, and the balance between individual autonomy and the state's interest in protecting vulnerable individuals. Second case is the Immortal Life of Henriette Lacks. The Immortal Life of Henriette Lacks is a non-fiction book written by Rebecca Skloot. It explores the life of Henrietta Lacks, an African-American woman whose cancer cells were taken without her knowledge or consent in 1951. These cells, known as HeLa cells, become crucial in medical research and led to numerous scientific advancement. The book into ethical questions surrounding consent, privacy, and the use of human issues in medical research. Yes, it's all my present. Thank you for
What's the
listening me.
last slide? I can't see it.
Last one was the case studies in medical
That's the
ethics.
one. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Atul. You can leave now.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. Have a good day.
Have a nice time. Now, Muiz, hurry up.
Okay, hocam. I'm gonna talk about the justice ethics, which is the justice ethics deals with moral choices through a measure of right of the people involved and chooses the solution that seems to damage the fewest people, rooted in respect for the legal systems. So it's a way to choose what's right and what's wrong to measure, yani, with respect to a measure of the right of people. There are principles for the justice ethics. For example, have distributive justice and retributive justice and procedural justice. Distributive justice, it does this principle is concerned with the fair distribution of resources and benefits in society. It aims to ensure that everyone has access to the same opportunities and resources regardless of their background and social status. For example, a government that provides free healthcare to all its citizens, regardless of their income or social status, is an example of the distributive justice. The second principle is retributive justice. The principle is concerned with punishing wrongdoer in a fair and proportionate manner. It aims to ensure that people are held accountable for their actions and that the punishment fit the crime. And the third principle is the procedural justice. The procedural justice is concerned with ensuring that legal decisions are made in accordance with the fair and unbiased process. It aims to ensure that everyone is treated equally under the law and that legal proceedings are conducted in a transparent and impartial manner.
Oh yes, go on.
I'm going to talk about after I talk about the principles, I'm going to talk about the challenges. The major challenges: access to justice. It's a major challenge in many countries. Poor people often have unequal access to justice, which undermines the possibility of equality and in society. The reasons for these situations are many, including lack of cooperation between different bodies within the justice system, lack of legal aid services, lack of pre-trial counseling, and the expense of bringing a case to court. Structural obstacles are not only related to the workings of the justice system, but are also linked to the organization of society. They include the elitism of the justice system, with courts located in urban areas and legal process steeped in specialized language. The vulnerability of the poor who fear uh, who fear that much needed social programs will be cut if they dare to claim their rights, and the lack of awareness among the poor of their rights. Now we know the challenges, how to improve the systems. I think reducing law school costs. Legal counsel should be universally available, but astronomical cost of obtaining a law degree can make it difficult for many people to access legal services. Also, improving access to justice. Poor people often have unequal access to justice, which undermines the possibility of equality in society. Structural obstacles include the elitism of the justice system, lack of legal aid services, lack of pre-trial counseling. I'm going to talk a little about the first one, reducing law school costs. Um, the A lot of poor people can't reach to good counseling because there are not a lot of lawyers, and also these lawyers have paid a lot for the university and their studies. That makes counseling too expensive for poor people to achieve. That's make a problem of that make a problem in the procedural justice because they don't have good attorneys and things like that. Reducing law schools will make more lawyers, make more people who know about the laws and counseling. That's my view about this point. And thank you.
Okay. Muiz.
Okay, Hujam. Yes, Hujam.
Where did you get that? Where did you get this presentation? How did you manage to prepare your notes?
Okay. I entered multiple researches and pages. For that, I did found I'm searched for the principles first, and try to find an explanation about each one, summarized it. Then challenges, I did also search for it and try to summarize the most of it, and I focused on the procedural justice problems, and when I wanted to find ways to
what was
improve,
the
I
last?
focused on the
It
challenges
was
that I posed.
which one is the last one? The last picture. Show me the last picture, please.
Last
Eight
picture,
one.
this one.
Yeah. No. 8. Number 8. Or number 9.
Okay. 9.
Number
This one.
What about number 8?
9. This.
I can't see number 8. It's 9.
This is number
That's
8.
number 8. Yeah, that's right. I'm just reading it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now Muiz is leaving, and Ahmed and Halil. Abu Bakr, do you want to join the team? Are you going to present it, Abu Bakr? Of course he says. All right.
Professor, can you hear me? Professor?
Abu Bakr, you are already a presenter. Now I expect Halil or Ahmed. Who is next? Who has uploaded his file to the system?
Professor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Halil.
Okay, can I share my screen because I have problem with uploading?
You have a problem. What about Ahmed?
No, I will share screen. I can share screen. I can share my screen.
Okay, share it. But still, Muiz presentation is on the table.
Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Halil Hatim.
Yes. Hello everyone. Today I will discuss about justice ethics. Justice ethics. Welcome to the world of justice ethics, where fairness and equality guide our action and discussions. Join us as we explore the principles, applications, and challenges definition of justice ethics. Justice ethics is a moral theory that focuses on promoting fairness, equality, and righteousness in human interactions and societal structures. It seeks to create a just and equitable society for all. Importance of justice ethics in society. One, fostering trust. Justice ethics build trust among individuals and communities, establishing a foundation for harmonious relationships and cooperation. Two, ensuring equality. By upholding the principles of justice, we strive for equal opportunities, rights, and dignity for everyone, irrespective of their backgrounds. Three, promoting social well-being. Justice ethics aim to create a society where the well-being of all members is prioritized, fostering a sense of belonging and solidarity. Principles of justice ethics. Distributive justice. Fair distributions of resources and benefits according to
Biraz daha
individual.
bağır. A bit louder, please. I can't hear you
Okay.
properly.
Principle of justice ethics. Distributive justice. Fair distribution of resource and benefits according to individuals' needs, abilities, and contributions. Distributive justice. Fair punishment and accountability for wrongdoing, ensuring proportional consequences. Restorative justice. Repairing harm caused by offenses through reconciliations, healing, and reintegrations. Uh, Applications of justice ethics. Criminal justice system. ensuring fairness in law enforcement, judicial processes, and the treatment of offenders and victims. Business and economic justice, promoting equitable practice in economic system, labor rights, and corporate social responsibility. Social justice movement, advocating for equal rights, challenging systemic inequalities, and fostering inclusivity in society. Challenges and criticisms of justice ethics, subjectivity and bias. Applying justice ethically in public situations can be subjective, influenced by personal experience, values, and biases. Balancing conflicting interests by the navigations competition interest, making it challenging to achieve a universally agreed open standard. In conclusion, in summary, justice ethics provide a framework for promoting fairness, equality, and righteousness in various aspects of society. By embracing
I
justice
can't,
ethics, what?
Halil, I
Yes.
can't read the conclusion. Can you read conclusion loudly?
Okay. In conclusion, can you hear me now?
I listen.
Okay. Conclusion.
Can you read the conclusion again?
Okay. Conclusion. In summary, justice ethics provide a framework for promoting fairness, equality, and righteousness in various aspects of society. By embracing justice ethics, we can work towards creating a more just, inclusive world for all. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Is it last slide?
Yes. I can
Thank
leave
you.
now. Welcome.
Thank you. You can leave. You can leave now, Halil.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yatin. Who is entering? Ahmet Nail or Abu Bakar? Okay Ahmet, bekliyorum. Ahmet Nail, hurry up. Upload your file.
Okay hocam. Okay, I'm sharing it now. Okay. Educational ethics. Introduction. Educational ethics pertains to the ethical standards and values that govern the behavior and decision making in the realm of education. It, it, it encompasses the examination of the ethical consequences of different educational methods, policies, and interactions within educational establishments. It encompasses matters of equity, truthfulness, uprightness, appreciation for diversity, and the welfare of both students and educators. The objective of educational ethics is to guarantee that educational practitioners adhere to elevate moral principles and actively contribute to the establishment of a constructive and fair learning environment for all participants in the educational journey. Importance of educational ethics. Educational ethics is of a paramount importance for several reasons. Laying the groundwork for a supportive educational environment, respect and inclusivity. Regardless of a person's background, skills, or views, educational ethics places a strong emphasis on treating them with respect. Students will feel comfortable, respected, and part of a warm, inclusive learning atmosphere as a result. Building trust and confidence in the educational community. Professional development. Educators are frequently required by ethical standards to participate in ongoing professional development. The quality of education offered is directly impacted by this dedication to remaining current with the best practices and innovations in education, improving academic performance and the quality of education. Fair assessment practices. Okay. Fair assessment practices, ethical consideration and assessment ensure that students are evaluated fairly and based on their actual performance. This contributes to more accurate representation of academic achievement. Essential ethical principle in education. A set of values and norms known as educational ethics control the behavior of those working in the field of education. Establishing a productive and moral learning environment requires paying attention to these values. While the exact guidance may vary, the following are the fundamentals idea of educational ethics. Respect of diversity. Acknowledge and respect the diversity of students, teachers, and other stakeholders in the educational community. Promote inclusivity and create an environment that values different backgrounds, perspectives, and abilities. Integrity. Uphold honesty and integrity in all educational practices, including teaching, grading, and assessment. Demonstrate ethical behavior and set an example for a student to follow. Fairness and equity. Treat all students and colleagues fairly, regardless of their background, race, gender, or other attributes. Provide equal opportunities for learning and success. Educators' responsibilities. Classroom management. Establish and maintain a positive and inclusive classroom environment conducive to learning. Implement effective behavior management strategies to promote a respectful and disciplined atmosphere. Mentorship and guidance. Act as mentors and provide guidance to students on academic and personal matters. Foster a supportive relationship that encourage students to reach their full potential. Lifelong learning. Encourage a love of learning and curiosity among students. Instill the importance of lifelong learning and critical thinking skill. By fulfilling these responsibilities, educators contribute significantly to the development of well-rounded and empowered individuals, preparing them for future success in various aspects of life. Responsibilities of students as engaged learners. Students bear significant responsibilities that enhance both their individual education and the general well-being of the learning environment. Among these duties are academic honesty, understanding the consequences of academic dishonesty, respect for others, treat teachers, classmates, and school staff with respect, embrace diversity and appreciate different perspectives within the school community, responsibility for learning, take ownership of one's own education by setting academic goals, working towards them, seek help when needed, and actively participate in the learning process. Students who carry out these duties improve their educational experience as well as create a supportive and productive learning environment for both themselves and their peers. In order to promote a climate of learning, respect, and personal development within the educational community, these duties are crucial. Strategy for promoting educational ethics. Promoting educational ethics is crucial to creating a responsible and cheerful learning atmosphere. The following are some tactics to advance educational ethics. Model ethical behavior. It is important for educators and administrators to act morally at all times when interacting with the students and co-workers. Set an example for honesty, justice, and integrity. Teach critical thinking. Encourage kids to think critically so they can examine issues from an ethical standpoint. Urge them to examine alternative perspective, challenge assumptions, and evaluate the effects of their choices. Benefits of upholding educational ethics. Upholding educational ethics involves adhering to a set of principles and standards designed to govern the conduct and practices within the educational system. The benefits of maintaining educational ethics can be outlined as follows. Maintaining trust and credibility. Upholding educational ethics helps in building and maintaining trust among students, parents, educators, and the community. When individuals trust the education system, they are more likely to invest time and resources in education. Fostering a positive learning environment. Educational ethics contribute to creating a positive and respectful learning environment. When educators and students follow ethical guidance, it enhances the overall atmosphere in educational institutions, promoting collaboration, respect, and fairness. Ensuring fairness and equality. Ethical practices in education help ensure a fairness and equal opportunities for all students. This includes fair grading, unbased assessment methods, and policies that promote inclusivity and diversity. Upholding ethics helps mitigate discrimination and biases in educational settings. Promoting academic integrity. Upholding educational ethics reinforces the importance of academic integrity. It discourages cheating, plagiarism, and other forms of academic dishonesty, fostering a culture of honesty and integrity among students. Conclusion. In conclusion, educational ethics serve as the compass that directs our educational path. Keeping the values of accountability and honesty provides a constructive, welcoming, and revolutionary educational settings. In addition to influencing each other's student academic journey, ethical issues help create a law-abiding, compassionate individuals. Is a commitment to the advancement of both individuals and society, not just a decision. Thank you. And that's it.
Okay.
Can I leave hocam? That's it?
Yeah. Yes. Ahmet, teşekkür ederim. Thank you very much, Ahmet.
Anytime. Okay.
Abu Bakar, are you ready? You are the last person.
Yeah, I'm ready, but I'm trying to upload the file, but it's telling me that you exceeded the session limit. Reduce size of file. Like the file is too big for me to upload it, unfortunately. So I think I'll just try to share the screen. I think that's an option. So let me see if I could do this. Okay. Can you see my screen?
No, I can't. You just yes, I can see it.
Okay. Today I'm going to be talking about engineering ethics in AI technology. These are the topics I'm gonna be talking about. I'm not gonna go through them to save time. Introducing the topic, a new era in technology has begun with the development of an artificial intelligence, which is known by machines with the ability to reason, learn, and make decisions. These developments present enormous potential, but they also bring up serious ethical issues. In this presentation, we will explore some of the fundamental moral questions raised by AI technology and the steps that need to be taken to resolve them. We're gonna talk about psychological impact first. The effect of AI and automation on human psychology, including issues of trust, dependency, and the potential for AI to manipulate human emotions and decisions, is an area of ethical concern. This particularly relevant to the context of social media algorithms and personalized advertising. It's a tool that being used by companies to just capitalize their income using people's controlled decisions. Second is the essence of ethical AI. The term ethical AI describes the values and procedures that guarantee the development and application of AI technologies in a way that is fair, accessible, and helpful to society. It covers wide range of topics such as accountability, bias, privacy, and the effect on employment. Aside from the main points, the main points mentioned, ethics of AI in this context could be different from a place to another. Third, AI in warfare and surveillance. AI in warfare and surveillance, there are a number of ethical issues with the use of AI in military applications, such as autonomous weapons and mass surveillance. The moral consequences of giving machines the ability to decide between life and death, as well as the possibility of misuse in surveillance, are the subject of intense discussion topics. And I believe it's one of the most debatable topics regarding AI, in my opinion. Fourth is long-term impact and AI alignment. As AI systems become more advanced, ensuring that their goals and behaviors are aligned with human values is a critical concern. This includes considering the long-term impacts of AI and the potential risks if AI systems act in ways not anticipated or desired by their creators. And I actually believe a well-made AI or robot can never actually do such thing. Yeah, mistakes happen, but in a certain range that could be controlled. If it's well made, it's going to be so hard for the robot or any type of system to go so bad. Anyways, intellectual property and creativity. Now, with AI's ability to create art, music, and even academic papers, there are ethical questions about intellectual property rights and the definition of creativity. Who owns the output of an AI system? The creator of the algorithm, the user, or the AI itself? I don't think AI could actually claim any rights of whatever comes out of it because it's just an AI. I don't think it cares actually. And actually, the AI brings all these type of stuff based on people's papers and information and all that stuff. So not all of them can claim it because it's not coming from a single source. It's multiple source actually. So I don't know who could claim it actually, but the user could not claim that he owns it, neither the AI. So I believe that the best thing is to address that whatever work is coming out, the person should actually say that this is made by AI rather than credit himself for whatever he's done. Now, sixth, the role of regulation. Governments and international bodies play a crucial role in shaping the ethical landscape of AI. Effective regulation can ensure that AI development and deployment are aligned with societal values and human rights. However, regulation must be balanced so as not to stifle innovation. Next is impact on employment. AI technology has the potential to automate a wide range of jobs, leading to concerns about job displacements and economic inequality. Ethical considerations involve ensuring that the transition on AI-driven economy includes retraining programs and policies that support those impacted by automation. Finally, the conclusion. The ethical challenges presented by AI technology are complex and multifaceted. Addressing these challenges require a collective approach involving technologies, ethics, policymakers, and the public. By prioritizing ethical considerations in the development and deployment of AI, we can harness its benefits while minimizing its risks, ensuring that AI serves the greater good of society. Thank you for listening. This is my presentation for today.
Yeah, well, it was a good presentation, but I don't know which kind of material you collected. I can't see it. How did you prepare this presentation?
Actually, I searched about the topic that I had to do, and I found too many repeated stuff. I was trying to find something different, but I couldn't find. So I collected from multiple resources. Each topic I picked it from a different resource. Some of them I took them from the same, and I just tried to mix them. Actually, I was trying to present much earlier, but then I found some points that needed to be fixed, and while I'm fixing them, I got too late to do my presentation. It's quite unfortunate.
Did you insert those, for example, the robot arm, for example, and the other pictures? Did you insert those by yourself? Or
No, no. This is actually a template, and I'm just collecting the information and put them into the template. Like for example, this one, I don't know if you noticed, but I forgot to change this. It's not talking about
this picture,
marketing.
for example, this picture I have seen in several presentations. I have seen this picture. So are you sure that you all of the material you prepared by yourself?
Okay.
Or some
There
somewhere
is
from
no. Actually, it's not. There is a template. It's ready template. I can show you since I'm sharing my screen. I can show you how it looks like at first. The problem is it's this one, but let me close it first. Don't save. So now when I open the template, you can see it's talking about marketing, and there is just it's telling you what to write. It's totally different material here, as you can see. Strategies for AI marketing, diverse data, blah blah blah. These things. Here it says awesome word, like it's something you should write here, and I can change anything, write anything basically. So
Abubakar, isn't it pity that only few people prove that they have prepared those documents by looking at other sources? Nobody is presenting references, including yourself.
Actually, I could add references. I was planning to do this.
No,
but
no. It's
it
too
was
late.
too late. Actually,
it's too late.
it was too late. I was trying to present because I told you that I had to edit some of the stuff at the
What
end.
I'm
All the
looking here,
material here.
Abu
Okay.
Bakar, what I'm looking here, you see, it's particularly your topic is artificial intelligence. So what I'm
Yeah.
looking here, whether the student understand the case by collecting different sources information and making his own view. So I
Yeah, I agree
carefully
on.
listen to you, and I understand that you understand the topic, but
Yeah.
you never present which topics you use, which sources you used, and you put it here. Okay.
Yeah, it's because I mentioned that all of the information that I got here, they are like almost everywhere. Like I couldn't find something that is different, and I'm trying as much as I can. When I read any topic, I present also my own opinion that I'm not even writing here in the slides.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So
You are the last one,
yeah,
and
okay.
Moise is still in the classroom. That is the
Yeah,
end of the session.
thank you, Moise, for
Thank you all. From 9 o'clock till 12:30, I'm listening you. So I put
thank you,
your
John.
marks as well to you. All the best. Good luck for examination. Okay, examination
Thank you, John.
papers. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.